I have the greatest respect for anybody who runs for political office. No, I do. That doesn't mean I vote for you, but I do have respect for you. I respect the system. And one of the problems we have today is transparent. Oh, I didn't introduce I didn't introduce myself. I'm sorry. Reggie, Heckman Street, Phillpsburg. We live in a time where there's a lot of lies. So transparency means we're going to need to shine the light on what's going on. And I believe that all of you, I sincerely believe all of you, may not be proud of the things you've done in the past, but we need to know the truth. So the $1 million anonymous donor, who is it? Does anyone on this sitting up here know who that $1 million anonymous donor is that I read about, that I mentioned in a letter to the editor, that was supposed to be making a donation to the town to do work on the armory for some programming over there, renovations? I'm not exactly sure of the details. That's what I read. It was a $1 million anonymous donor. And I think that the residents of this town should know who it is. Does anybody up here know who it is? Oh, I want to watch my timer. You don't have to answer.
Councilman Vice President.
I'm going to answer.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not sure where the words anonymous donor came from, because actually I was on vacation. And I went back and spoke with the WFMZ journalist about where that term even came from. It was born from different press releases that went into WFMZ. So with that being said, we did have interested parties in the future of Phillpsburg in our communities. And at no particular time was there an amount. I don't think it ever came out of my mouth and our Councilman Loach's mouth, because we were part of the redevelopment committee. It sure as heck came out of the campaign on the Democratic side's mouth. So as those words were pushed out, you can believe that I said that. You can believe he said that. Through his hospital stays, we discussed it, and I thought it was pretty terrible, as that we was going trying to do better things, but we took care of it, and I tried to be the voice of that. And I even said to that WFMZ journalist at my home on an unrelated interview about a phone call that took place that went into the folks that were involved in giving us a reward for that. But a phone call went in with such an astronomical amount of money that I said to that journalist, off the record, if this destroys the project of our community center, our future community center, where we are trying to rebirth 2 buildings that are sitting there rotting right now, along with the rest of the town, God help us, because we will never be able to come back from that. And I said that all before this even came out, because I wanted to be on record with that journalist. So if I ever had to go back in a situation like this, I can confidently say, I never said an amount of money. I never even used those words. But I can tell you this, your side did.
You mean the Democrats? Or FMZ, I'm sorry.
Not the Democrats.
Oh.
The Democratic campaign to elect Steve Ellis, J.P. Stettner, and Lee Clark.
Oh. They're the ones that said that there was $1 million anonymous donor.
They said a lot. You guys said a lot of things.
Hold on. I just thought I'd read that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to go back and look at it. I thought
at
some point Councilman Fulper had said something, had acknowledged something about $1 million anonymous donor.
The numbers were being thrown out there by everybody but us.
Okay.
We were trying to secure. We were trying.
Do I only have 30 seconds left?
No.
Okay.
You've always been good to us. So
I have one other item.
Yes, sir.
But no, it's good that we get this clarified.
Yeah, but I think the council president wants to weigh in here.
So if I may, I went back and watched the meeting, and I did say upwards of $1 million. I did say that.
From an anonymous donor?
I did say that, yes.
Okay. That's all, okay. But
No, I did say that.
But no, that's, I understand. But as far as anyone knows here, we have no $1 million anonymous donor.
No,
Okay.
we had, no, I don't know, what I'm saying is we did have a donor. The donor, well, it was relayed to me they wanted to remain anonymous, which we honored.
Right.
It is unfortunate that the donation was reduced by $450,000.
Okay.
Okay. The donation received was $300,000 to be used towards a community center. And we had...
So from $1 million it went to 750 and now we got 3.
Well, I said upwards of $1 million. I never said $1 million. Now, the news outlets reported $1 million. Actually, I think the news outlets even went as far as to say they were going to finance the whole thing, right? Fully funded. If you watch the interviews or if you watch the video, that never came out of our mouths. As a matter of fact, I have a recording of the meeting where it had come up, and I'd be more than happy to share that with you in full transparency, where not once did we ever say that there was $1 million or they were going to finance the whole thing. I'm more than happy to reveal who that was since we've already received the donation. It hasn't been paid yet. Well, no, it hasn't. It's coming. It's not that it hasn't been paid yet.
Well, can you reveal it if the person says the condition is that I remain anonymous? I just would like that everybody on council would know who that is and not just one person.
It's in our redevelopers agreement now.
Okay.
So sure, the Bridgepoint Logistics was the anonymous donor. And Bridgepoint Logistics worked with, yes.
Ingersoll.
Bridgepoint Logistics worked with our town engineer, and that was relayed to us via our town engineer that we would be receiving a $750,000 donation for the community center. What happened between then and now, I couldn't tell you, because it went from $750,000 to $150,000. And if it wasn't for the work of our town engineer, it would still be $150,000. According to the town engineer, he was able to negotiate, bring it back up to $300,000. Again, I did not call them. I did not speak with them. I would never look a gift horse in the mouth. I am very thankful for their donation. I couldn't praise Bridgepoint enough. They did not have to reach into their pockets to provide us anything. So I'm thankful.
Thank you for your answer.
You're very welcome.
The other issue is a company, a corporation, C-O-R-P, which I'm assuming is an abbreviation for corporation, C-O-R-P. My question for the council members and for Vicki, if she's ever heard of a company called Odin, O-D-E-N-W-E-I-L-E-R, O-D-E-N-W-E-I-L-E-R. Odinweiler, as I assume would be the pronunciation. Odinweiler Corp, C-O-R-P, which I assume is an abbreviation for corporation, with an address P.O. Box 22, Ringgoes, New Jersey. O-D-E-N-W-E-I-L-E-R. There's an alternate spelling, which is O-G-D, so Ogden, O-G-D. I've seen it spelled both ways, O-D-E-N and O-G-D-E-N. O-D-E-N, Weiler, and O-G-D-E-N, Ogdenweiler, with an address P.O. Box 22, Ringgoes, New Jersey. Has anyone ever heard of that corporation? Anyone? Okay. I called and got in writing from the New Jersey Department of Treasury that there is no corporation with that name in any of the records in the state of New Jersey. So, who it is, I don't know. Odenweiler or Ogdenweiler Corporation, P.O. Box 22, Ringgoes, New Jersey. The Department of Treasury that records the names of corporations that are operating in New Jersey, and I'm assuming with a P.O. Box Ringgoes, New Jersey, that's probably from New Jersey. Well, there's no record of this corporation, and this corporation has made donations to a political candidate who's in the room tonight. And there's no record of who this corporation is.
Mr. Regger,
I think...
Mr. Regger, I'm only asking one thing.
Yes.
Please. We have done a very good job of not bringing the election here this year.
Okay, then I'll stop.
That's the only thing I'm
No,
asking.
no, no.
I'm trying to respect the process.
I don't want to turn this into a political debate.
I
I would like to know if anybody had ever heard this C-O-R-P or not.
I've never heard of them.
Okay.
What I would ask though is, I really have done a very good job of trying to keep politics out of this evening, out of respect for both the candidates and the mayor.
No. And I just was curious, I just wanted to let you know that I have, you may hear more about this corporation.
I appreciate it.
And I just want to know if any of you had any knowledge of this corporation with a P.O. Box, Ramos, New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mr.